Hello, welcome to World in 2 Minutes. Here's the headlines. According to the findings of the Dutch investigation team, Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 crashed after being punctured by numerous high-energy objects. Its initial report found no evidence that the MH17 crash in Ukraine in July was caused by a technical fault or by human error. DSB chairman Tijib Justra said it is important that his team gets access to the crash site. 2 more victims arrived back in Malaysia as relatives of the 2 gathered at the airport to watch the caskets get unloaded. Last week, Tripoli fell to armed military groups fighting against the current government, which some have begun to refer as a failed state. With envoys and the families of parliamentarians forced to take refuge in a Greek ferry stationed in the acting capital of Tobruk, the well-armed militant groups are now being suspected of receiving aid from Sudan. The Sudanese military attaché has been expelled from the country following the interception of a transport plane filled with munitions assumed to be aimed at further arming the Dawn militants. Cameroon's military said it has killed more than 100 Boko Haram fighters. Citing a statement from the Communication Ministry, the outlet Cameroon Radio Television said that during the battle in Fotokol on Saturday, the army fired mortars at the fighters and pushed them back into Nigeria. It said no Cameroonian soldiers were killed in the fighting. The BBC reported that thousands, led by former cricketer Imran Khan and cleric Tahir Qadri, occupied parts of Islamabad in an effort to topple the government. Much of Mr. Khan's support thinned out as the weeks wore on. But some of Mr. Qadri's supporters, who wished to leave, apparently told the BBC Urdu they were threatened by party leaders. But the BBC states they heard from students who had said they had been paid to attend but also prevented from leaving in an effort to recruit demonstrators and maintain the momentum of the protest. And that brings us to the end of World in 2 Minutes. You can always log on to trtworld.com for the latest. Until we meet again, goodbye.